Time to get this party started, folks. Set up everything, and we about to take off. Y'all know get down. To you live. Welcome to another episode of the Foolish Show podcast. I am your host, F to the Ish Foolish, representing reality music entertainment. Y'all know how we get down, feed your mind, and so we go ahead and start setting everything up. Make sure we live streaming everywhere, and we're gonna get this party started. We live streaming on Kick and YouTube. Make sure you check me out every Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, live on the radio. You can just 105 radio.com. Talking about how to be a boss. That's the nice topic. How you boss up. Can't be a boss being lazy. You got to be a go-getter, and you got to be a leader. You got to be a leader that people can follow, and you got to be about your bread. You got to be about business. You want to be a boss, you got to stand on business. So that's what we're talking about tonight. Hope y'all having a great week. Getting ready for a great weekend. Nothing but good vibes on the Foolish Show podcast. Excuse me, everybody. Let's go get this party started in a minute or two. Get everybody a chance to check in. We got the live chat. It's wide open. Don't be afraid to leave your comments. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. But tonight we're talking about how to be a boss. First, you got to be a good worker to be a boss. You got to be able to start from the bottom and work your way up. If you want an empire, you got to build it brick by brick. Saw Eclipse, I see you. Kyrie says, let me take you shopping. Eli says, hi. Nathaniel, I see you. Y'all check on in, man. We live streaming right now on Facebook, YouTube, and Kick. How to be a boss. That's what we're talking about tonight, y'all. How do you boss up? Well, you got to be about your business. You got to stand on business. You got to have a plan. Know where you're going, where you're trying to get to. You can't be a boss and be lazy. You got to have drive. You got to be a go-getter. You got to want it. It ain't going to come easy. Whatever you want in life, it don't come easy. It takes hard work. K Savvy says 9.8 subs. Congratulations, you deserve it. I appreciate you. Make sure y'all subscribe to this channel if you ain't already. But how you boss up? Y'all talk to me. How you make boss moves? You got to be determined. Sharia Thornton checking in. I see you. You got to be about your business. Stay focused on your bread. Don't let nothing get you distracted. Don't let people throw you off your game. Always stay focused on where you're trying to go. And have a plan on how you're going to get there. Can't be a boss if you ain't got no plan. You got to have a plan and you got to execute. Never be afraid to go after what you want. Never be afraid to chase your dreams. And if your dream is being a boss, then you take the steps you got to take to get where you're trying to go. whatever field you're in. You learn everything you need to learn, and then you apply it. You look at all the people that did it before you, and that was successful, and you use their blueprint and apply it to whatever you do. That's how you boss up. That's how workers become a boss, because they sit back and they learn. And once they learn everything, then they take steps. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? Don't be afraid to boss up, chase your dream. But a lot of people want to be the boss, but they don't pay the cost because they don't want to grind. A lot of people want it easy. They want life to be easy, want everything to be handed to them. You got to wear the pants if you're trying to be the boss. Life is not easy. Anything you want in life gonna take hard work. So if you're trying to boss up, then you got to make boss moves. You got to think like a boss. You got to live like a boss. Everybody want the benefits, but they don't want the grind. Everybody want to shine, but they don't want to grind. You got to grind before you shine. Everything is a process. It takes steps. Success don't happen overnight. But you can build your empire as long as you keep laying your bricks and laying down your foundation. You can build your empire. Always believe in yourself. Don't let people discourage you or distract you from what you're doing. Because a lot of people come along and try to hate and crush your dreams and tell you that you can't never be that and you will never be a boss. If you listen to that, it will get to you. Fun with James says, hey, but if you listen to that, it'll start getting in your head. You'll start abandoning what you're trying to do because you're listening to the outside. So don't let the outside. If you want to be a boss, you got to have tunnel vision. You can't let nothing distract you from where you're trying to go. Keep your eye on the prize. Being a boss is more than just talking about it. You got to be about it. You got to walk it like you talk it. You got to be about business. You got to stand on business. That's what being a boss is. You got to be able to lead. How you going to be a boss when you don't know how to lead people? When you don't know how to treat people right? A good boss always take care of his workers. You never mistreat your workers. You never mistreat the people that's underneath you. Because them the ones that's helping you build your empire. If you want your empire to keep growing, then you show them love. And you'll see all that love start coming back. When you're a good person, you start reaping the benefits. You start getting your blessings. Misuse people, it all come back around and bite you. Karma is real. Maddie says, yeah, I know that's right. What goes around comes around. Or like the Bible says, you reap what you sow. So the same way you treat people, it'll come back on you. So to be a good boss, you got to know how to treat your workers. You don't mistreat people. You don't talk down on them. Because we all human beings. Ain't nobody better than nobody. I don't care what your status is. I don't care how much money you got in your bank account. You still going to bleed. You're going to die. And you're going to get sick. We all got to go to the bathroom. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how much success you have achieved. We all still human beings at the end of the day. So nobody's better than nobody. You got to know how to treat people. Keep your empire going. You will see it start coming back around full circle. you'll see your blessings start coming back to you. Good things start to happen. But when you mistreat people, they come back to bite you. Because the same people that you mistreat, one day or sooner or later, you might need their help. You might need their help somewhere along the way. Never burn down the bridges that you might have to cross again. Are y'all listening to what I'm telling you? Never burn down your bridges that you might have to cross again. You never know who you're going to need. So a good boss take care of their folks. They take care of their people. Make sure everybody good. Make sure everybody eating good. You lead by example. That's a good boss. Everybody want to be a boss, but they ain't got the boss mentality. They ain't got the boss qualities. You're not fit to be a boss. You don't know how to treat people. You don't know how to talk to people. And a lot of times, a lot of those people be selfish. So you don't want to share the wealth. You want it all for yourself. You want all the praises, the benefits, and the glory. You don't want nobody else to get no shine. To be a good boss, you got to lead by example, folks. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to tell you? Anybody can say they want to be a boss, but your actions will show it. How you live will show it. How you treat people will show it. What are you doing to make your dreams come true? What are you doing to build your empire? Are you sitting around talking about it? Or are you being proactive? Are you taking steps to build your foundation? These are the things you must ask yourself. So it's more than being a boss than just giving orders. It's more than just talking down to people. It's more than walking around with your chest out. You got to be a leader of people. You got to know how to lead. Steer people in the right direction. Take care of the ones that's under you. You got a business and you got workers. You got to make sure your workers are okay. Make them enjoy what they do. Make them enjoy working under you. You will get more out of people by treating them right than mistreating them. Because all you have to do is put yourself in that position. How would you want somebody to treat you? You treat others as you want done unto you. That's simple. That should have been taught to you growing up. You treat people how you want to be treated. So you don't look down on people. You don't talk down on people. You lift them up. Always encourage them. Give them wisdom. Tell them how much you appreciate them. That's what real bosses do. So if you want to be a boss, you got to know how to lead. Everybody want to be a boss, but they don't want to put in the work. It takes sacrifice. Ain't that easy. Whatever you want in life, you got to work hard for it. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? Nothing going to be easy. So you're going to have to grind. But hard work pays off. When you sit back and see what you done accomplished, you can be proud of yourself. Because you done put in that work. Now, you benefit off the fruits of your labor. Monica, I see you checking in. Sherelle Thornton, I see you checking in. But if you're just tuning in, we live streaming right now on Kick, Facebook, and YouTube. Tonight's topic is how to be a boss. You got to be able to lead. You got to have a boss mentality. You got to have a boss mind frame. You got to think like a boss, talk like a boss, act like a boss. And if you have workers, you got to take care of your workers. Treat your people good, and they'll go a long way for you. If you treat people good, They'll run through a wall for you if you surround yourself with the right people. When you're building your team, make sure you're building a team of people that got your back and want to see you succeed. Be aware of the snakes in the grass. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody don't want you to make it. Everybody don't want you to be successful because it's not them. A lot of people can't be happy for the next person because there's so much jealousy and envy. It's hard for them to be happy for you. So a lot of people don't want to see you succeed. Some people be praying for your downfall. They want you to lose it all. They want you to not accomplish your dreams. But if you give up, then you're giving them what they want. If you don't try, then you're giving them what they want. So if you want to shut people up, then you go after what you want. You do what you got to do to be a boss. If that's what you want to be. But you got to have a boss mentality. You got to know how to move. It's a certain way you move when you're the boss. Real bosses, they stay low key. They be behind the scenes. They ain't got to get all the glitz and the glory. But they know what they established has paid off. So don't be afraid to enjoy the fruits of your labor once you put that hard work in. But you got to put the work in first. It ain't going to be easy. But you take it one step at a time. Everything is a process. Anything we want in life, it's a process. If you want a house, you got to save your money. You got to have down payment. You got to get in this kind of housing program. Everything takes steps. If you want a business, you got to get your LLC. You got to get this. You got to get that. Everything is steps. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? Everything is a process. Don't happen overnight. Anything you want in life, you got to work hard for it. It's not going to fall out the sky. Life ain't that easy. Life is hard. But if you want to be a boss, then you got to have a boss mentality. You got to have a boss mind frame. You got to think like a boss. Carry yourself like a boss. That means you got to be different. You can tell the boss over the workers because the boss carry themselves a certain way. They the head of the pack. They the leader. They the one that's leading, giving orders, giving directions. So you got to be able to lead people if you want to be a boss. But everybody ain't got that in them because everybody don't have those qualities. Everybody's not built like that. So everybody want to be a boss, but maybe it's not meant for you to be a boss. Maybe it's meant for you to just to be a worker. And ain't nothing wrong with that. As long as you eating and surviving, ain't nothing wrong with making a decent living. Nothing wrong with having your little job and a little happy family. Nothing wrong with that. Your life is whatever you make it. If that's what you want, God bless you. But if you want more, then you got to grind. If you want to reach a higher level, you got to grind. You got to put that work in. You got to keep laying your bricks while you're building your foundation until you build your empire. Then you can look back and look at all your success and be proud of yourself. Pat yourself on the back and say, look what God done did. Look what I accomplished. And I always give God the glory. A lot of people always say, I did this. I'm self-made. You God-made. You wouldn't have nothing if it wasn't for God. We wouldn't have nothing if God ain't allow you to have it. Make sure you always give God the praise. Stop acting like you do it by yourself, like you ain't got no help. Nobody do everything by themselves. And if you want to be a boss, and if you're trying to get to the top, everybody need help along the way. Nobody gets where they're trying to get to without somebody else help. I don't care what you try to do, what field you in. You're going to need somebody else's assistance. That's why you don't look down on people. That's why you don't step on people. Because you never know who you might need one day. The same people that you stepped on, that you pushing down, you might need their help one day. That's why they always tell you, don't burn your bridges. You might have to drive back across it. So be aware of what you do, how you treat people. The same people you might need one day. Going on your journey, wherever you're trying to go, whatever you're trying to accomplish. The same people might have the hookup, but now you might not get hooked up. Because guess what? You mistreated them. Now you got them people billing. They mad at you. They might not want to help you no more. Do you understand what I'm telling you? So you never know who you're going to need. Always do right by people, so you can receive your blessings. Give God the glory. Give him his praise. Without him, we nothing. You don't have anything if you ain't got God in your life. Because we all need some kind of guidance and direction. We don't have all the answers. We are just human beings. We sinners. We have flaws. Never forget where you came from. Even if you make it to the top, never forget about the bottom. Always remember the struggle. Always remember where you came from. Always remember your roots. Because that'll make you appreciate where you at today. It'll make you value that journey that you took. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to tell you? Appreciate what you done seen and what you done been through. Because what don't kill you will make you stronger. So all that you've been through, it made you a better person. It taught you how to survive. Because I keep telling you, life is full of struggles. You're going to have ups and downs. You're going to have things not go your way. You're going to have things that you try to accomplish, it ain't going to happen. And it's easy to give up and get discouraged. It's harder to keep pushing. No matter how many times you fall down, you get back up and you get back at it. Just like when you was a child, when you was learning how to walk, your first couple of steps, you probably failed. You probably failed a lot of time till one day your mama or whoever raised you seen you making those steps. And they were smiling and happy. Because now you got it. Now you can walk. It's no difference from learning how to ride a bike. First time you get on training wheels, you good. Now they say it's time to take them training wheels off. So now you don't got a couple of scrapes on your knees. You scraped up your elbow. But sooner or later, you will get it. And you'll learn how to ride that bike. Life is the same way, folks. Never forget, everything comes in steps. It's a process. A lot of times success don't happen overnight. But if you keep working at it, you can get anything you dream. You can accomplish anything you want to accomplish. If you believe in yourself, never give up. You want to be a boss, you got to have a boss mentality. Carry yourself different from the pack. Be a leader of people. Know how to treat people. You'll get more out of people if you treat them good. If you mistreat them, they're just going to give you just enough. When you at somebody's job and you got an a-hole for a boss, you're not going to want to go all the way out for that boss. You're not going to bend your back to make that person look good because that person don't know how to treat people. To be a good boss and to get everything you want to get out of people, you got to learn how to treat them. Don't be afraid to reward them either. If you reward people, you make them want more. Give them something to chase and teach them how to be a boss. Never be afraid to pull people up. It's all about elevating each other, showing love and support to each other. That's what a real boss do. So that's what we talk about tonight. Tonight's topic is how to be a boss. How do you boss up? You got to be focused. You got to have a plan. Know where you're trying to get to. Come up with a blueprint. And then you execute that plan the best you can. Don't come in half-stepping. If you're going to do something, do it big. If you're going to do something, go all the way. Give it your all. Don't come half-stepping. Don't come playing. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to tell you? Being a good boss, you got to be a good leader. You got to make people want to follow you, want to be behind you. If you don't treat people right, it'll come back to bite you. It'll come back to haunt you. Because sooner or later, all your skeletons in your closet is going to come out. You'll get exposed. All your dirty laundry will get exposed. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to tell you? See, this is where you come if you want to get that real soul food. I'm going to feed your mind, body, and soul. The stuff we talk about is real. Everybody want to be a boss, but they don't know how to be a boss. They don't know how to think like a boss. They don't know how to carry themselves like a boss. They just want to do all that rah talking. Well, what is you doing to make yourself a boss? What steps are you taking? What are you doing to lay the foundation down? These are the things you got to ask yourself. If you want to get to a certain level, it's going to take hard work. It's going to take sacrifice. Never be afraid to get to the top. Never be afraid to reach your potential. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to tell you? Life ain't easy. Life is hard. But you get in what you put in. Whatever you put in, that's what you're going to get back. So if you give life a little bit, you're going to get a little bit. But if you give life your all, you'll see what you get in return. Everything comes in steps. Everything is a process. Never be afraid to chase your dreams. Never be afraid to go after what you want. Everybody want to talk about it, but they don't want to be about it. Where's the action? You want to be a boss, but where's your action? What steps are you taking? What are you doing to make that happen? What are you doing to make that come true? Tell me. Because everybody want to do all that talking, but they ain't backing it up. They're not backing it up, folks. Your actions will show you how bad you want it. Your actions will show you how bad you want it. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to be successful? These are the things we got to ask ourselves. Don't be afraid to go after what you want. Ain't nothing wrong with trying to be a boss, but you got to know how to move. Think like a boss. When you think about the boss stands out from the crowd. You can walk in the room and tell who's a boss from even how they present themselves, how they look, how they carry themselves. That tells a lot. It's more than just talk. If you want to be a boss, you got to walk it like you talk it. You got to be able to lead people. You got to be able to lead people in the right way. Erica Bellamy, I see you. Erica Bellamy, I see you checking in. But never be afraid to chase your dreams. Never be afraid to go after what you want. Just know it ain't going to be easy. It ain't going to be no piece of cake. But if you put in the work, you can receive the rewards. You can receive the benefits if you put that work in. You'll see where it gets you. So that's the topic tonight, folks. We're talking about how to be a boss. You got to be able to lead. You don't want to be no bad boss. You want to be a good boss. The ones that's under you, want them to talk good about you. Not expose all your dirty laundry. Tell everybody how you mistreat people. Tell everybody how you cuss them out every day and talk down to them. You're not going to get nobody to be able to work for you. They don't even want to work with you. Because you're a toxic person. You bring negative energy. You might have success and money in your bank account, but that still don't make you a good person. It's how you treat people and how you carry yourself that will tell a story. That will tell it all. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? That will tell it all. How you treat people. Because them same people you might need again one day. Them same people you might need a favor from. Them same people might become a boss and you might need their help. Never step on people. You never know who you're going to need. That same bridge, you might have to drive back across it. So watch the energy that you give off. You want to be a good boss. You want people to follow you. They'll be able to run through a wall for you. If you good peoples. If you're good peoples, you will get a lot more out of people. But if you're them people that talk down, always harassing them, riding folks, trying to make their life miserable and throw your weight around, you'll reap what you sow sooner or later. Sooner or later, you'll get exposed. What's done in the dark, it always comes to the light. So if you're a bad person behind closed doors, one day, sooner or later, it's coming out. It ain't gonna stay hidden for long. Somebody gonna talk, and somebody gonna expose you. They're gonna tell all your dirty secrets, all your dirty laundry will get exposed. Never be afraid to chase your dreams. Never be afraid to reach for the stars. Because you only get one life. Time is limited. You don't have forever. Because there ain't nobody on this earth gonna live forever. So if you're trying to boss up, I suggest you get to it. Because time is ticking. You ain't got forever. Because nobody lives forever. You gotta live for right now. Stop pushing stuff to the side that you can do right now, because tomorrow might not come. You might not make it to next year. You might not make it to next month. You might not make it to next week. So if you're going to boss up, do it right now. Go after what you're trying to do right now. Because tomorrow might not come, folks. Tomorrow's not guaranteed to me, you, or nobody else. But all we can do is take it one day at a time. Stay focused on what you're trying to do. Stay focused on what you're trying to get accomplished. Don't let people steal your joy. People will try to bring you down and make you miserable because they miserable. Because they ain't got nothing going on in their life. They don't want you to have nothing. You got to tune those people out. Don't let people get in your head. If you're trying to accomplish something, if you're trying to make boss moves, then you stay focused. And you keep grinding till you get where you're trying to go. It's all a process. It all comes in steps. Nothing ain't gonna be easy. But it's gonna feel so good after you build that empire and you look back on what you accomplished. You're gonna feel so good about yourself. Because you'll be able to look back and say, look what my hard work done did. Look how far I done made it. I done started from the bottom. Now I'm here. That's a good feeling to be able to look back on where you used to be at and where you is right now. If you done elevated your life. That's a great feeling. As long as you got God by your side, there's nothing you can't accomplish. There's nothing you can't do. There's nothing that's impossible with God. Stay focused. Boss up. Think like a boss. Act like a boss. Talk like a boss. Got to be able to lead people in the right way, though. You want to be a good boss. You want to have people happily following you. You want to have good support. You don't want people to be like, I don't really like them, even though he is the boss. She is the boss, but I don't like her. She don't know how to talk to people. She don't know how to treat nobody. That's not the kind of boss you want to be. You want people to talk about you in a good way and tell you how good you are to the ones that's under you, as far as in the workforce or whatever field you're in. You want to hear good, positive things. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to tell you? Everybody want to talk like a boss, but what are you doing to make that happen? What steps are you taking to become a boss? You want the boss life, but you don't want to grind for it. You don't want to work for it. You want somebody to just give it to you. You want to wake up and just be rich and successful. All the ones that made it up there, they put in hard work. It was steps to get where they at. It wasn't easy. Life ain't easy for nobody. Care how much money you got, you still go through things. Everybody still have problems. You take life one day at a time, because it ain't nothing guaranteed. Just because we here today, that don't mean we're going to be here tomorrow. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to tell you? If you want to be a boss, then you got to change your whole mentality in the way that you think, the way that you carry yourself. You got to have higher expectations for your life. Set your goals high. Even if you don't reach it, set them high. There's nothing you can't achieve if you put your mind to it. If you put in hard work, you can receive the benefits. Take it one day at a time. Never give up. Even if you fail, you get back on your grind. If what you're doing ain't working out, get back on your grind. If you want to change up and do something else. Don't be afraid to switch lanes. If this ain't working for you, then change up and do that. Find a way to boss up. Find a way to make opportunities happen in your life. A lot of times we sit around and wait for opportunity to come knocking at our door. Sometimes you got to go kick the door down. Sometimes you got to pull a kick door, y'all. You got to kick that door down and go get it. Because everything ain't going to be easy. Everything ain't just going to be handed to you. If you go look at all the bosses, all the ones at the top, go listen to their story and see how much work they had to put in. And they started from the bottom, but they kept grinding and grinding and grinding till they got to the top. All that came with hard work. None of them people would tell you that it was easy. It was a piece of cake. You got to be determined. You got to have tunnel vision and be focused on what you're trying to accomplish. Because you have different things trying to pull you away from what you're trying to do. Stay true to yourself. Believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, how does everybody else around you going to believe in you? Believe in what you're doing. Believe in what you're trying to accomplish. And there's nothing you can't do. It don't matter what people say. It's what you do. Just because they say you can't do it, that don't mean you can't do it. But if you listen to them, then you don't fell in the trap. You don't go by what nobody say. You control your life. Live life to the fullest. Live life with no regrets. Give life your all. So when it's all said and done, if you live to see an old age, you can't tell yourself you ain't tried. You know in your heart, you gave it your all. That's all you can ask for. So don't be afraid to try. Even if you fail, at least you tried. But a closed mouth don't get fed. If you don't try, then how you know what is for you and what's not? How do you know what's your real potential if you don't try? If you don't give it a shot? How do you know what blessings is waiting for you if you don't give it a try? So chase your dreams. Reach for the stars. If you land on the moon, then so be it. Have big dreams for yourself. Never settle for less. Nobody said that you can't do nothing that you don't want to do. You the one stopping yourself. You in your own way. Get out your way. Stop telling yourself you can't do it. Stop telling yourself that it ain't gonna work. If you want to boss up, believe in what you're doing and apply pressure. Give it your all and see what happens. Then you'll be able to sleep and live with the outcome. Because in your heart, you gave it your all. What more can you ask for? If it didn't work out, then so be it. But I gave it my all. I can't say I ain't tried. That's the mentality you have to have. If you want to be a boss, if you want to rise up, You start from the bottom, but you grind your way to the top. Everything is a process. See, everybody just want to wake up one day and now I'm at the top. Everybody, hey, how you doing? Don't work like that. If you ain't putting the work in, or you ain't blessed with a rich family, a lot of times things just ain't gonna be handed to you. Opportunities, you're gonna have to go get it. Sometimes you gotta make a way out of no way. Sometimes you gotta do the impossible. Because some people gonna think it's impossible. But anything is possible with God on your side. There's no wall you can't break through. There's no barrier that can tame you. As long as you got God on your side. So always believe in yourself. Have faith. Believe that you can achieve where you're trying to go. It all starts with you. Look at yourself and tell yourself, I can do it. I can make it. I'm going to be somebody. I refuse to lose. This is the mentality that you must have if you want to be a boss, if you want to get to the top, if you want to be a shot caller, if you want to pay the cost to be the boss, then you got to put in the work. Hard work pays off at the end. It might not pay off right then, but hard work pays off at the end. You will see what you've been grinding for. You will see how far you done came. Don't be afraid to believe in yourself. Y'all hit that thumbs up button. We live streaming right now on Facebook and Kick. Shout out to everybody that's always tuning in. I appreciate y'all love and support. Y'all know I feed y'all that good soul food. I try to touch your mind, body, and soul every time we get on here. That's why the live chat is always open. Don't be afraid to join the conversation. Leave your comments. Speak your mind. Just keep it positive. Because on here, we don't preach nothing but good vibes. Good vibes go a long way. Positivity goes a long way. We don't entertain negative stuff on here. Negativity don't get along over here because we too positive. Never be afraid to be happy for somebody else. You should want to see somebody else shine and succeed. You can't get everything. And some people want all the blessings. They don't want nobody else to get none. That's called selfish. You got to know how to share the spotlight. Let somebody else get a little shine. Let somebody else come up. And when they come up, be happy for them. Don't be jealous of them. Don't envy. Don't resent them. You got to have a good heart, folks. A good heart will take you a long way in life. Trust me. Just by having a good heart. Knowing how to treat people. Knowing how to talk to people. That will take you a long way in life. That's what my mom and my grandma and all of them always taught me. A good heart will take you a long way. You know, a lot of times a good heart will get stepped on too. But that's a part of life. You take the good with the bad and you keep it moving. That's just how life is. That's the way it goes. That's how the cookie crumbles. Sometimes there ain't nothing you can do about it. Ain't nothing you can do about people talking. People gonna talk regardless, whether it's good or bad. Whether they praising you or knocking you down, they're gonna have something to say about you. Whether it's positive or negative. Somebody gonna always have an opinion. You don't have to listen. You don't have to believe it. You don't have to take it in. You can let it go past you. You can let it bounce off you. Because at the end of the day, it's just words. You don't let words dictate your life, especially when it's coming from somebody else. You don't let people's words control your life. You don't let people's words control your dreams. The sky's the limit. And a lot of times, we limit ourselves. You put yourself in the box. Never be afraid to go outside your lane. Sometimes you got to be uncomfortable to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. Leroy is a king. Says, can you say my name? Fear says, people with a good heart get stepped on more than not. It's how you accept that determines whether you can continue to have a good heart or become cynical. Yeah, sometimes a good heart will do you in, but a good heart will get you a long way. And a good heart will most likely get you into heaven. That's the most important thing. Always stay positive. Leroy is king, says Kaylin. Whatever you're saying right there. But if you're just tuning in, y'all hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Reality Music Entertainment. Tonight's topic is how to be a boss. You got to have a boss mentality. You got to think like a boss, move like a boss, talk like a boss, act like a boss. Fear says the only people that say words are violence have never been punched in the face. I hear you, Fizz. Leroy's King says, yeah. But if you want to boss up, then you got to have a boss mentality. And you got to be able to lead people. Fizz says, be about it. Don't talk about it. That's how you be a boss. That's 100% there. I agree. A lot of people, they like to run their mouth, but they have no action behind it. They want to be a boss, but their actions say another thing. They don't want to put in the work. They want to receive all the benefits and all the glory, but they don't want to put in no work. If you don't work, you don't eat. Got to be able to go through the process. You got to start from the bottom and work your way up to wherever you're trying to get to whatever you're trying to accomplish. Nothing is impossible. You can achieve anything as long as you put your mind to it. And you want, and you able, and you willing to put the work in. If you're willing to put the work in, you can achieve a lot. But if you're lazy and you don't want to put that work in, it ain't going to work out for you. It ain't going to go how you want it to go. Because you're not willing to put in the work. You're not willing to sacrifice. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? To be a good boss, you got to be able to lead people in a good way. Know how to treat people, especially the ones that's under you, that's following you. You got to set a good example. Treat them right. You eating good, make sure all your workers eating good. That's how you build an empire. Because you never know who you're going to need. And you never know who those people are going to become in life. They might become bigger than you. And you might need a favor from them. And they're going to remember everything that you did and everything that you said to them. So you never know who you're going to need in life. Fear says life never goes how people want it to go. Never compare yourself to the extremely lucky few. Hard work is its own reward. I agree, Fizz. Just because your neighbor got a new car, that don't mean you're going to go get one. If you just sitting home all day and you ain't putting in that work and you ain't saving your money or you ain't getting a good high-paying job, you might not be able to get you a new car. So just because somebody else's success don't mean it's going to be yours. You get in what you put in. Whatever work you put in, that's the results you're going to get. So if you're not willing to put in the work, don't look for good results. Don't look for a great outcome if you don't want to grind. Appreciate the grind. Put in the work and see how it pays off at the end. And even if you don't make it to where you're trying to get to, you can't never tell yourself that you didn't try. You can't think back and say, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. It's a lot of shoulda, coulda, woulda. Man, I should have been this. Man, I could have been that. Man, I would have had this. You don't want that to be you. It's a lot of shoulda, coulda, woulda. I shoulda, I coulda, and I would have been this. But they ain't had the mentality. They didn't have the work ethic to get where they were trying to get to. Just because they work for somebody else, it ain't gonna guarantee that it's gonna work for you. Everybody's life ain't the same. My blessings might not be your blessing. Everybody's life is different. We got our own story. Envy is the theft of joy. Pierce says, yeah, everybody's not going to be happy for your success, even if you become a boss. People still going to talk about you. Whether it's good or bad, somebody going to always have something to say about you. So it ain't about what the outside say. It's what you believe in your heart. It's not what nobody call you. It's what you answer to. Some words, you let it go over your head. You don't let nothing get you out your game. You stick to what you're doing and you grind. You put in that work so you can see the benefits. If you want something in life, you got to work hard for it. And because you have to work hard, there's no guarantee it's going to happen. But you give yourself a better chance once you work hard. Don't think everything just going to fall in your lap. Life doesn't go like that, folks. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? Never be afraid to chase your dreams. If you fall short, then so be it. At least you tried. But we're getting ready to wrap up tonight's podcast, folks. I appreciate everybody that checked in and tuned in. You can always rewatch all my podcasts on my YouTube channel. Go to Reality Music Entertainment. Subscribe right now. You get nothing but positive vibes when you come on here. That's all we preach. We like to see everybody shine. I like to see everybody happy. I want everybody to get everything they want in life while you're here. But make sure you understand, you got to work for it. Fizz says it's good to see you again. Fizz, I appreciate your support. Y'all make sure y'all keep spreading the word. Tell all your family and friends about the Foolish Show podcast. Don't be afraid to tune in. Tell them to get in the live chat and speak their mind. Just keep it positive. Good vibes only. Make sure y'all check me out every Friday night, folks. Every Friday night, I am on the radio. You can listen to this podcast worldwide on the radio. Just go to socialradio.com and the block 105.3.com. And you can listen to my podcast every Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And make sure you check out the official Reality Music Entertainment. Check out my official merchandise. If you want the Foolish Show podcast t-shirt, we got all kind of merchandise and apparel. Just go to teespring.com/reality-creator. teespring.com/reality-creator. We had another great podcast, y'all. I appreciate the love and support. Y'all spread the word. This is the #1 podcast that keeps it real. We don't come on here for clickbait. We ain't trying to just get views and get money. We trying to spread love and positivity. I appreciate y'all, man.